Hello, Sarge. In your face, hard hitting as always, coming at you with a new updated game, Osiris New Dawn. This is version 1.80. I have played this before. I kind of had a video up before. I kind of got lost after a few things, and I would have to say that if you kind of follow the objectives for the first couple of missions, you're definitely going to be getting some of the metals that you need to craft a forge, and that's what I was really having an issue with. So what we're gonna do is start a new one. I don't mind starting new stuff, having fun. As you can see, I already have one here, but we're going to make a new guy. And what I've noticed is that having a chemical station is not really important, but it is because you need to be able to make water, and that's one thing that I do know that has been some of the biggest questions is how do you craft water? Well, you take hydrogen and oxygen, and I do believe you can actually craft it in the forge, I think, and you can actually make water. But without further ado, we are going to start a new guy. And you know what? Actually, yeah, why not? Let's show the crash landing and see what goes on. So scientists I kind of like. Everybody has the same sub 4 tools. It looks like these guys get, the engineers get the conduit thingy. They also get this nice little axe. Marines get the machine gun with a combat knife. They get a machete with a rifle. And they get a combat knife and a axe, I want to say, some type of axe picking tool. So like I said before, there are 4 different types. There's scientist, ranger, marine, engineer, and of course the ranger's the hybrid. They get the equal amount of points, and everybody else is as is. The combat has more points for marine. Engineering gets more points for being an engineer, and a scientist gets more science points. I kind of like being able to defend myself with not just having a little small laser cell, but I kind of believe having stuff in engineering is pretty good, and also sciences. But like I said, we could basically pick a ranger, and be able to get that. I mean, each class has its own perks and quirks. This all goes down to personal preference. I didn't really like put too much in combat at first, and I've noticed that the tree that we get, let's go ahead and confirm this really quick and go to the science tree. So as you notice, science has the chemical station, that's the water reclamation. Oxygen filtration, and then you have the 3D printers, and you have the chem station here, but that is needed for power. But water reclamation is way over there, and that's 18, 32, 42. See, that's already over the 45 points that we get for even picking a science, so that's kind of out of the question. I think for this though, and I think the very first 2 that you would want to get for the missions anyways is the depositories, chisels. That's only 9 points that you're going to spend. I think that's 4, 5, 6. One here is 2, 6. And that's for furnaces and forges, or the depositories, and unlocking the forge to be able to continue on with the 2 missions that you get at the beginning of the game. So with that being said, it doesn't really matter which one you select, because what I honestly think is being able to gather materials. Since we're going to need to gather materials at first, crafting is going to be a big deal. Being able to get a chisel and have to be because I think there's an ability now in the game to where the chisel goes down as you use it. And I noticed that, and I broke my chisel, and I didn't have any way to get any other materials. But then I started progressing on the other mission, and I finally found the precious metals in the titanium area. And that's on the way to going to the Baldur mine. And that was pretty fun that I finally found that. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick with this, and we're going to go with an engineer, and we're going to go with it here. Let's go with some good primary colors. Black. Some of that yellow. Get some of that blue. And yeah. Sure. Let's make our engineer big. Firm. Speed, strength, stamina. Let's not put it all in there. Let's kind of divvy this out 5 and 5. More ability to carry items and be quick about it. We're going to put the first couple of things in each, the ones that we know that we're going to need our missions for. It's just good rule of habit that I've noticed that knowing where you're going to go, having those first two available at the beginning is pretty nice. Chemical stations is going to be nice for science. We're going to have to build things for science to be able to craft stuff. So we'll go with that. We have more points to use. So let's see. Instead of the Sarge, we're going to make this the Kid. Firm. So we're going to play on easy, just because. And as always, we're going to select universe name Warhammer. Easy, normal, it doesn't matter. Great. So, my name is Osiris, coming at you hard hitting in your face, and this is going to be a new playthrough series. I'm going to be killing a lot of time with this game here, probably for the next couple of days, maybe 7 days or so. This game and also the new game called Surviving Mars is coming out. I have pre-ordered it, and I can't wait to play it. I've actually messaged the developer about multiple times already about receiving a pre-key. And being able to live stream some content for the community. I do believe that live streaming content can definitely help out with community content, just because you get real-time updates instead of getting pre-recorded stuffs that have to wait for people to plant their recordings and stuff like that. I kind of give it's kind of a raw experience though, because streaming you get out what you put into it. And here we go. Without further ado, I'm going to stop talking here. Okay, so we need to pay attention here. We need to get our bandage really quick. We don't fail.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Yep, seek medical assistance immediately. All right, so we've picked that up. Patch up our suit so we don't lose any vitals. I think it's on easy, so we're not losing anything. All right, so let's collect that. At number 4, plus 20 health. Let's try to exit. Oh, we're stuck. Let's get out of this godforsaken place here. Exit the pod. Let's get one mission complete. Alright, so let's get some space debris, get this thing over with. It's all part of the... Oh, wow, we get some steel out of that. So, real quick, having the point of view first person is definitely a little bit easier. Smack things around, in my opinion. Just because I think we're still... What else did we miss? There's something else. Oh, there we go. Now he's done. Just because that, you know, having this view right here, you kind of have to know a lot what you're doing there to get that to win. So a couple of things. You hit number 1, these are all your quick slots. If you hit F1, nothing. F2 brings up your inventory and equipment. F3 is your building and crafting. F4 is your mission and logs. F5 is your skills and knowledge. F6 is your field guide, and that's pretty much it. Of course, your escape brings up your UI menu and everything like that. Let's see here. Let's bring up our... I do like to mess around with a couple of things here. Let's bring Our chisel here, our map here. We don't need our multi-tool right now. Definitely need to keep that just in case. All right, there we go. So you can have this guy follow here and just let him stay. Oh, also, yes, if you take your multi-tool, it's back over here on bar 4, the Wampa has a tree now. As an engineer, you can spend your engineer points on being able to do this guy right here. So as of right now, I think this one right here unlocks the ability to repair damaged structures. Over here, this is a battery efficiency boost. Give him that, and then we'll do that level 2. So you can spend your engineer points on your Umpa ability tree. I call him the Wumpa just because I'm a Star Wars fan too. So that is pretty cool. That's a new addition to the game. It wasn't there before. They've updated a lot of the graphics, which is great. The FPS is really nice now. It just wasn't before, and it was a pain in the ass to play. Even with a beast of a computer that I had, it was just not happening. And I've always bent on myself on getting having good computers to be able to do certain things with. So this is the only frustrating thing about this right here, is being able to find. Good lord. So yeah, getting attacked on easy is still a thing. Why am I having freaking lag issues right there? Good lord.
Vitals stabilized.
Sure, why not? So I don't know. I guess as you hit stuff anyways, they come out of nowhere and they like to just whatever. I think this is the other piece I'm missing right here. I think that was the only other chunk that I was missing. So let's see. I guess the missions don't give you on easy. Doesn't give you the same missions. We're gonna collect our space debris anyways. Actually, you know what? Here we're gonna do here. We're gonna go main menu. We're gonna play with it on normal because I don't want the easy mode. So let's delete this guy. Go to plus it again. We picked an engineer. Confirm. Back with our same colors. Secondary. Scale. Confirm. Height. Good to go. Confirm. Speed 1, 2, 3, 5. Strength 1, 2, 5. Confirm. We're gonna name him the kid. Let's change our universe name, and we're gonna play on normal. All right, so once again, I wanted to play on easy just so that way I can kind of just go blow through a few things, but we'll just go ahead and switch it back up to normal. But like I said, I'm waiting on the Surviving Mars game. That looks like a really good base building strategy game. I can't wait for it to come out. This game I picked up about a year and a half ago. It was still in a lot of pre-early access. It had a lot of bugs. There was a lot of still people playing it. Multiplayer was pretty FPS screwed. Didn't really like it, that I was having problems. But that's all seems to be kind of out the window. I'm hoping.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Okay, so let's get. Come on. There we go.
System restored.
All right. Get that.
Vitals stabilized.
Okay, let's try to exit. Okay, let's knock ourselves stuff. Wow. Alrighty then. Cool. We have crash landed. Look at all this craziness stuff. Okay, so yeah, so we have a bit more of missions on normal. As you can see, there's more stuff to do. Emergency salvage the crash. We need to find a bunch of space debris. So let's once again, um, see, even with having it on point of view, it really doesn't. Hey, I'm smacking it. Let's go. um, Good lord, I couldn't hit the broadside of a damn barn. Why is that not? What the hell? Wow, okay. Doesn't make any damn sense to me. Wow. Wow, okay, awesome. Let's pick up a few more space debris. We need about 7 more. So let's pick up some stuff that we need. Like these bandages, of course. All this stuff that you're gonna need, of course, just pick it up. Doesn't really matter. It's good stuff to have. The original startup for this was just totally snafu'd. I mean, you had to literally, and plus, I think the starting area is the same for everybody now on single player. They have a pre-designated location for the Proteus base. There's a med kit. Wow, there's a barrel way out there. Good lord. Get some stew, get some barrels. What's this guy doing? Good lord, man. All this stuff way out here. Good gracious, man. Talking about like pitch black style. Crash landing on the damn planet and just fucking throwing stuff everywhere. All OSHA on it. We need a couple more pieces. Flare. Use that. I don't know what we're going to use that for. Alright, let's pick up some of the rest of the space debris. Before I forget, let's move this around. References here. There we go. So it doesn't look like. Oh, also before you leave, make sure you tell your little guy to follow you. Otherwise, you're gonna be screwed. I do believe you can set this guy for combat too. It says unlocks ability to use guns to attack creatures. Combat. Oh, wait a minute. Did we already select our? Yeah, we did. We already did. We selected the ones that we needed to start off. So, improves shooting damage slightly, and that's 7. This one's probably 5, and that one's 10. This one's here is speed boost, improves shooting speed. Let's go with damage. So, at least we're using this guy for the best of our ability. Oh, wow, he's got some gun turrets now. Alright, so it says replace batteries 90%. Alright, guy. We don't need any batteries right now for this dude, so follow. Alright, let's go over here and get a few more of these little space debris, see what else we can salvage. Alright, so that's telling us that we're done. We've got a few more things that we need to get. Apparently you can't get it from there. It's a good idea just to get this stuff, just because, you know, these supplies are limited anyways. This is a salvaged game where you're going around searching for supplies, and just having that stuff with you first off is literally kind of important. But don't go mining, go crazy. Wait till you get to your base and start putting some stuff down, and I would go from there. This piece right here. Alright, so there's a panel here, I think. But not everything is able to get. There we go. You can kind of just see the red outline. Kind of hover over it. Should be able to. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we're gonna get. Alrighty, so we got little man following us. So next we have is make landfall, and our next one here is the Proteus 2 continent. Press V. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to. All right, so now what we need to do is just basically follow the continent and tell us follow that right there. So let's get this out of our and let's start running. And of course, when you run, you lose oxygen in your suit, which is not bad, but if you get kind of low, your heart rate's going to really start increasing and you can lose your health and literally pass out and die. So be careful as you run, and as you continue to run, you can probably hear the heartbeat now, and it'll start getting red. That's your cue to stop. But as soon as this thing goes up to 100% each time, what we're going to do is just continue to run. We could grab a few things on the way. Also, a new thing. If you... What is this? That guy crying about? If you shoot your multi-tool, or your map, at these little things, it'll tell you if it's a base metal, or it'll tell you what type it is. And look, see, little guys are gonna come and try to attack me. Probably went away. I think the Oompa scared him. So we'll just go back to what we were doing. Let's just grab a few things on the way. Plutonium, which is good. So most of these rocks that you hit have a chance to drop certain metals. There's ones that specifically state iron. There's ones that specifically state magnesium, lead. You got carbon, other things, aluminum. I mean, there's a plethora of metals on this island, on this world island, wherever you want to call it. I guess it's an island. It's an island to us, right? So we just kind of mined out for a little bit. Looks like we got a full thing of aluminum. We've got some magnesium. We've got almost a full stack of iron, which is good. We can definitely shoot these little guys and get some meat. That was a one shot, one kill. Good stuff. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get up this little hill. So as you go around, you're also going to see some satellites, some other stuff that's popped down. I would go ahead and get the space debris and also a few other things, because there's a good chance that you can get some wires and some rubber. Of course, you're definitely going to need that stuff. And it's not bad to hit it, because it's supplies that you're going to need throughout the game. And why not get it? Because it's there. It's free resource. Stuff that probably didn't foresee happening. They didn't foresee happening. I think this is just straight up iron right here. Yeah, so some of these are straight up materials that you need, and it's always good just to get a lot of it. And so these rocks definitely have a chance to drop multiple different types. And we have... That's cool. That probably just gave us some extra raw materials. Let's go check it out. We get. Woo! Crack shot. Good shot. So, what did we get? There's some aluminum. Let's get that crab meat that smacked. Sure, why not? Wow, this looks like it's aluminum, I think. Yeah. There's a few other things that you can grab. These little things right here. Sometimes they drop jewels, or like rare precious metal. So yeah, it's definitely not always the same. but it's not always different either. Which means that those comments that come in are pretty much standard first part of the game. That's what happens. All right, let's get rid of our tool and let's start running again. As you're running, be careful for these little sea urchin looking things. They will spike your suit and definitely leave you with punctured suit and not be happy for yourself. And also be careful. Oh, good. There's the worm. Don't want to stand in the middle of this guy's fucking happy face. Yeah, you always want to dodge that. Yeah. Be very careful.
Vital stabilized.
Yep, vital stabilized. So let's continue to run. Always be careful of that when you're going in open land. You're gonna get more than you can handle. All right, our heart rate's starting to go up. I'm definitely trying to get over there to the base before we get through Soul 1. Because that's definitely something you want to get to right away, just because of the it's dark. I hate walking around in dark in here. It gets really dark, it's really cloudy, and it's just a pain in the butt. That didn't work out very well. Let's see if we can get over this little hump. Come on, there we go. Good stuff. We got about a click left to go. Right over those spikes that you can actually see floating around. What's this? Copper. Nice. It's a good metal to get. And like I said before, if you pull out your... Hey, look at that. Precious metal. Okay, awesome. You can get titanium from that. Not very much ready at copper. It's another thing about the point of view. You can get gold. There's our titanium. And now we are encumbered. So I think we have 4 points. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase our backpack strength. And what I mean by that is just putting your points in strength, so that way you have a higher backpack capacity because you can carry more weight. But as I said, use your multi-tool and your mapping tool on some of these things, these rocks that are popping up, because look at this. I didn't even know that all this precious metal was over here, and all this stuff is pretty much the same. I think the nodes spawn the same in the game, if I do recollect. So definitely give that a go when you're following stuff around. So those little spikes that are right there, that's where we need to go. It's right over on the other side of that. So you got precious metal here, we got precious metal here. Awesome stuff, man. I think that's carbon. Yeah, there we go. And as you start looking at certain things, you're definitely going to start noticing the colors of stuff and what stuff are without even using it. But it's a good thing to do, because you start to familiarize yourself with what you need and what materials you need. And as you see it, I hope this guy's not thinking about attacking us. I don't like to mess with people. Sometimes they get pissed off when you start munching down their materials, and we're not bothering him, so hopefully he doesn't come over and bother us. Alright, so we got that. And plus we have our guy that has machine guns too, so I think they're maybe thinking twice about attacking us, which is good. There's copper, there's more precious metal. I think we have enough room to get a few more items. Try to get a little bit more titanium before we get to our base. Coming up. Alright, so now we're at 102 capacity. Oh. So that guy is shooting it. The Ompa's not having a very good... Wow, what a crack shot. Where's he going? Alright, so those little guys look like they're bothering us a lot. Alright, so without further ado, whoa, there's a glitch over there. I've noticed that bug with this guy, these little walkers over there, having issues with, for whatever apparent reason. Wow, there's a lot of precious metal. We're definitely going to have to keep in mind. So we need to get right across that way. Shouldn't be that big of a deal with being encumbered a little bit. We're at 103%. I think we'll be okay. And our little guy still should be following. Good. Hopefully that guy over there doesn't come sneaking around, and it's coming right at me. Oh wow, and he's... Okay, I guess we're gonna battle this guy. So this is what I was hoping wasn't going to happen, just because these guys, the adult level 2s, are kind of a pain in the ass to defeat. Especially with a fucking laser pistol. Definitely not doing a lot of damage, but I can just get... I'm definitely doing a pretty good job this time of keeping from getting hit. Sweet. Awesome. Did pretty well. Crab antenna, crab eye. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so without further ado, if we don't get any more... I don't know why that guy got aggroed that quick or that far away. Maybe he just didn't like the fact that I was smacking around materials and some more coming. Wow. Okay. So we're about 800 meters away. Always just keep in mind that these, what, 5 arch over here. Let's see if I can repair this guy. Go. He's Osiris mission personnel assistant received command. Alright. So, we're about 700 meters away. It looks like it's right over the mountain here. Hopefully we can get out of the way without attacking or getting attacked again. Can't really run as fast right now. I'm hoping we can still get over there before he's not being too aggressive. Awesome. We can definitely remember this spot over this way. We'll just have to figure out what our bearings are once what side of the base are we on, so we can at least point in the direction where we want to go. Because that's actually good to know. There's a bunch of precious metals over there. That's just good to know. Let's see what we got here. Base metal rock, some other stuff. All right, we need to hurry. Because it's going to get dark here pretty soon, and we've already lollygagged for more than enough time. I'm hoping... Nope, it's going to get dark before we get there. About a half a click away. little guy is still... Alright, so here are a few things. You can actually wipe your lens by hitting K, which really doesn't really do anything. If you hit L, you can bring up your light and kind of see a little bit. It's like a little basic low beam for your vehicle. And our base is right over yonder, right over this way. Not that far away right now. Let's down this hill. And there's another thing, like if the game will catch you like as you're running down a hill or walking, as the terrain becomes unstable or it catches your feet, you pretty much, it looks like you're jumping. It's, yeah, exactly. So that area that where we were was right over that way. There's another place we can go, and that's on the way to the Valdor Mine waypoint. I found that out. You can get precious metals that way as well. This is the only bad thing about being encumbered, is you go really slow. And why am I getting lag here? What the hell? We're almost there. But with that being said, fuck. All right, let's run a little bit. We're almost there. Cool stuff. All right. And I have no idea. Like, seriously. These ghost thingies at night, I don't know why they added this or what for or what it's supposed to add. But it's a pain in the butt. Like, they seriously do damage to you. They basically kind of just do whatever they want. And they laugh at you. And they basically kind of just hang around, kind of like a regular specter would. So we literally got to wait because it's going to be just too much of an annoyance. To be able to do stuff. So if you're just joining, I do appreciate it, guys. This is, like I said, this is the Osiris New Dawn. This is the new update, 1.18.0 or 118 or 1.180 version 18, however you want to say it. This is the Sarge coming at you, hard hitting in your face, providing some good quality content in HD for you. So the reason why I wanted to get here before night is because so that way we can do this without having to worry about these ghosts. I don't know how to kill them or get rid of them. I don't know if there's a way to get rid of them. I don't know if there's an actual way to just deal with it. But they do have a small little AoE damage thingy that they do. Excuse me. And it's kind of annoying, actually. It's really annoying. So let's check on a few things. Next soul. Looks like we have... What is this? 2 hours till next soul, which means I think that's when the sun comes up. I don't know how they calculate. And this is really annoying. I think they're right down in here. They're just going to sit there. Yep, see how they're squiggling around in there. And there's my Oompa. He's just hanging out. So we're just going to wait here for a few more minutes. We have another hour before the next soul comes in, which means they should be going away here in a minute. It's getting a little bit lighter already. There's of course, that little crab walker out there in the distance. I don't know how long they last or like what the time limit is. I think it just might be from daylight or from sundown or daytime or whatever. I don't know. We'll just have to figure it out. It's really annoying. And as you can see, they're over here. And they have that little small AoE that they do. Takes away a little bit of your health. It's really kind of annoying. it's just all it is a nuisance. I mean, it's just probably something there to mess with your head, and all they're gonna do is, you know, wow. Now that's got to be a glitch because it looks like they did that just as they went away, as they were getting ready to spawn out, and yeah, that looks like a pretty cool bug. I don't know if it's gonna go away or not. All right, so without further ado, let's do a couple of these mission thingies. Let's get these guys out, figure out raid corpse, player level up. We just moved him. Investigate. All right, now it's going to tell us to go to the Baldur Mine, which is that way. And that's where I found some metals. So, all right. So right now, what we need to do, if you hit F3 and go to Utility, you can build your furnace, which is one of our missions. Hello. Wow. Nice. So let's... Here comes a nice little sandstorm. Nice. First off. Alright, so let's move this guy around here. This looks like a good spot. You hit F again. Hold it. Bam. There we go. Alright, so now we need to build a depository. If you hit F3 again, go to Utility, hit Depository. We need to make some ingots. We need 10 iron and 10 aluminum. So if you go here, your suit's going to start going up in height, or not height, but 7, 8, 9, 10. What I meant to say is your suit's going to start going up in temperature as you're closing to this furnace. But I think, yeah, see right here, it says suit temperature high. It's because we're next to the furnace. As you can see, your environment goes down as you go away from it. It's just one of those things, I guess, to provide a little bit more real-time life play in the game. Alrighty. Alright, guy. Do me a favor. Stay put. Stop bothering me now, okay? The next thing that we need to do is grab these ingots. Got 9. We got 1 more iron. Cool stuff. 10 and 10. Let's go back to F3. Let's select Utility, Depository. Don't really like it right there. Wish you can kind of like rotate it where you want it, not where they think you need it. Sounds good right there. Sweet. Alright, now we've done that. Go back to F4. We can see our missions. Found an access key, search mine. Build a forge. So now to build a forge, we need to make some more ingots. F3. U. And in order to make a forge, we need 4 iron, 2 titanium, and 4 plutonium. Let's go raid our boxes and see what we got, guys. Niente. That's... all this stuff is random, but let's take it anyway. That little bubble still there. I love the hover ability on this. Oh, this one didn't give us any ingots. What up with that? Talking about a backwards freaking jump. That was cute. Alright, so now we're going to have to rely on what we found, and I haven't even really looked at what we have. So let's deposit some of this stuff. So, I don't think we have enough plutonium. I think we have enough titanium, I think, what we need. There's some copper. Oops. Let's get rid of all this barrels. It's default sorts. Default sort. Okay. We need iron. Looks like we need iron, titanium, and 4 plutonium. So here's our iron. Here's our titanium and our plutonium. I don't think we have enough to make. There's that. Enough there. I don't think... Oh, we have 4. Nice. We have enough to make an actual forge. So once we make our forge, then we can go and build some other stuff. But... Let's see, we have just a little bit left on our chisel. And in order to make a chisel, we have to have a forge. Did we get some extra points? We got 5. So let's go ahead and put a couple in here. There we go. Now if you head towards... That was not a very good jump. Go. Cool beans. Come on now. Get it. Stop being crazy. Okay. We came from way over there. Here's another piece of a... So, it looks like we could possibly go down there and check for precious metal. Turn off this light before I think I lose battery. But as I was going through here the last time, I went straight down this little area and ran right into precious metals. So I'm thinking, if I'm correct, the spawn is pretty much the same for everybody. So if you come over here under these little worm pass, I think that's what the name of the... Heart's starting to race a little bit. Hover, hover, hover. Just take your little mapping tool. Got a worm spine pass, I think it's called. You got base metal here. If I do recollect, I do remember finding it over this way. Base metal, iron. We need to get titanium. If I remember correctly, it's right over here. Got rock. Metal. Precious metal. See? So yeah, so it looks like the spawn nodes are exactly the same. And this is for every save file that you get, which is cool. At least you know where to come find it. That's what we need. Titanium, copper, gold. We need all of that stuff. And that's kind of a cool thing because the more you explore, the more you're going to be able to find stuff. And I do believe these things respawn over time. I don't know if that's true or not. Really haven't paid much attention to the respawn timers. Excuse me. But we'll have to see. We'll come back to the same spot after a little bit and check to see if the rocks are still there. We got plenty of room to grab a bunch of materials. So let's just keep hacking away. We're gonna craft a few things based upon what we can do for our mission, and then what we're gonna do is grab another chisel, maybe try to get something into combat and make a weapon. I don't know if I have a lot of combat though points left. Hey, look at that crack shot. Pretty decent, man. Should be a marksman. It's like I've shot weapons before in real life. Not to say anything about that, but I have shot my fair share of weapons at people, and I don't want to ever do it again. Glad my military career is just about over. See ya. Alright, so we're going to gather these guys up, and I think I just destroyed my chisel. So, yep, time to go back. Make another one. But I think we accomplished our mission. We've got 1 plutonium, but I know we can get more. We've got a bunch of copper. We've got some gold, titanium. We've got some more titanium. And we've got some more iron. So that's good. We can always come back out here and start exploring and seeing where we can go. We probably should make some beacons or some type of ability to mark our map. Let's actually bring up our mapping. Let's go back to our personal assistant right there. So if you wonder what the red is. Is that a blue then? Oh, is the red a... I wonder if the red is a different type of metal. It's got to be a precious metal. Okay, the red looks like it's the precious metals. That's good to know because I had no idea. What's this guy right here then? Yep. This guy, another one around here telling me to... Okay, precious metal. So the reds look like it's the more in-depth stuff, and the blue stuff is probably like the base metals. And I'm just gonna take a wild bet that that's exactly what it is. Yeah. So comes some more stuff on them. Wow, same spot. All right, so with that being known, I did not know that. So use your map tool. You can definitely see your resource nodes. Those are your base metals, and you see anything red, those are your precious metals and stuff like that. So that's good to know. Definitely, that's good to know. All right, so we're not encumbered, and let's beat feet back. So if you're just joining my live stream, I do appreciate it. This is the Sarge coming at you hard, heavy, and hitting in your face, as always, providing you good quality content on YouTube today. So what I'm doing here is basically providing a nice little small playthrough for the new updated game, Osiris New Dawn. We are patiently waiting for the new drop, Surviving Mars, which I cannot wait to drop on March 15th. I've already pre-ordered it. If you haven't, you're losing out. It's actually a pretty good game for 40 bucks. I definitely recommend getting that game because it's only going to get better. And I absolutely think it's gonna do really well in the market. All right, so let's get back to our camp. All right, I think he's ran long enough. Let him get his O2 back up. We do need to keep an eye on our hydration and nutrition. Oh, that was a weird shadow. Sun's moving, that's why. And look, the bubble's still there. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. There's no precious metals around, just base stuff. That out there. Maybe out that way. Alright, so let's go check on... Get our materials. Alright, so we do have enough to make our forge, F3 and U. Let's make our forge. Alrighty then. Let's put it right next to our depository. Sweet! Alright, so as you open up the forge, you have new stuff that you can craft. So our chisel here takes steel, which you can make yourself by taking some iron, aluminum, and magnesium, which we picked up a lot on the way. Excuse me. So to make a chisel, though, we need 5 aluminum, 2 copper, and 1 magnesium. So let's make some over here. And I do believe we need to deposit our materials here. All sorts. So we need F3 and U. Nope. Open. Chisel. Okay, we need aluminum, 5, 2, and 1. So aluminum, copper, and magnesium. Aluminum. Oh wow, we have plenty of copper. Good lord. And I do believe we have enough. Good. So it's here. Let's make our aluminum. Let's make our copper. And let's make our magnesium. Alright, so as soon as these are done, I think I need 5. I already have enough. So now in the forge here, I don't think we can make a... I think it's in Q. Oh, it's already making it. Good. So the chisel takes... What is it? How many... I'm not sure. Craft time. It says 30 seconds. 30s. So it takes 30 seconds to make a chisel. And as you go around bonking crap, you're going to get... Grab it out of the forge. Alright, cool. Engineering points have increased. So go back to your inventory, and of course it's going to be right there, and voila, you have a new chisel. Awesome. Alright, so let's build a few more things. So in order to make a glass container, you need to have glass containers on your inventory. However, excuse me, we do have water already. I don't think we need water just yet. We have plenty of food. We have plenty of cloth bundles. So let's drop a lot of our inventory. So we don't need this. Don't need these things here. We don't need space debris. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of our steel. We don't need that. We don't need this, this, and this. All sorts. However, let's see. How many combat points? We have 5 to spend. We have 2 to spend on our physical stats. Let's put them in stamina this time. So we have a bunch of stuff in engineering that we can put it in. Combat. So in order to make assault rifles craftable at a printer or a fabricator, it's going to be a while before we can do that. And what would be really cool is having a search box. to search something that you're not looking for, especially for people that are new, that don't know exactly where it's at. You have to hover over exactly what it is, because I know the fabricator, it's probably under science or something like that. It's got to be oxygen filtration, water reclamation. It's got to be over here somewhere. Guard cell. But is it under engineering? Maybe one of these. Bedding. See, like I said, I would have to cycle through all of this stuff and see which ones are which, because I just don't know which is which. Alright, so right here it says, find the commander and mine Baldur. So, we could go on a little excavation. One of those things. And we can go find the captain, or the commander, Capitan, however you want to say it. But since I think we've been streaming here for, I don't know, maybe about an hour now, I think this might be a good time to stop for an introduction to the new Osiris game. So far, what I think is pretty good. They've updated the graphics. A couple of glitches here and there, especially with these little crab walkers walking around and glitching everywhere. And especially this right here. I don't know what the heck that is. We have made our depository. We've got our forge. We've made our little furnace. Now, the only thing that I don't know how to do is if you... Okay, you can advanced repair. Release action button in sector with highest multiplier to heal more. That's cool. You can customize stuff, which is cool. You can actually set the color of your stuff. And that is really awesome. I just figured that out. And I don't know where the secondary colors are coming. That looks pretty cool. Yep, that is awesome. You can also nickname your structures. You can give it nicknames. Now, if you destroy your structure, you get a very few materials back. Sometimes you get them all. But once you place an item, I don't think you can pick it up and move it. So be very careful on that. This multi-tool does come in handy. And building stuff. And I do believe once we get things up and running, we can definitely repair all this stuff here. I don't know how I'm going to fix this stuff or even go from there. So this might be something that we can't do, but it's a pretty cool place to start. So lastly, this is the Sarge coming at you hard hitting in your face, providing you with some good quality content on the internet today. I do really appreciate it if you have joined me. And if you liked what you saw and you enjoyed searching the new update with me on Osiris New Dawn, give me a like, a share, and a sub, and share with your friends. We greatly appreciate it. And as always, this is a Sarge. Peace and out.